Hello, little strawberries, and welcome back to another vlog. I don't really have a plan, kind of winging it, and we're going to be winging it with a crochet sweater. I'm thinking of doing just double crochets. I don't know, I have this, and to be honest, I really wanted to make a like hexagon cardigan with this, but I only have 3 of them, and I do have this also, but like I'm too nervous to do like a cardigan and then not have enough of the yarn. So instead I'm just gonna make like a sweater of just simple double crochets, and I figured I'd do stripes with this and this. I think it will look cute because similar colors, and this will add some brightness to this. I don't know. Anyways, that's the plan. I'm not following a pattern. Again, we're just winging it. So there's that. But yesterday, or the day before, yesterday. What is today? I don't know. Today is... Okay, so yesterday was the 20th, which means social media update. You guys, I am so tired and I am all over the place. Okay, so I'm going to do this real quick, and then, because it's Wednesday already, I'm never going to be good at starting on Mondays, like ever. It's never going to happen. Okay, anyways. Right. So, last month for TikTok, I had 460. I now have 467. Instagram, I had 240. And this month I have 241. Lemon 8, I did have a big... right, we're not doing Facebook anymore. Lemon 8, I had a pretty big jump. I had 126 last month, and now I have 161. And interesting development. I had one of my video things go like what I would consider viral on Pinterest. Like viral for me, like, you know, not viral, but like for me, yes. Anyways, so I actually gained followers on Pinterest. I used to have, what, 138, was it? Yeah, I used to be stuck at 138. I now have 141. So people are like following me on Pinterest. Crazy. So yeah, that's interesting. Every time I get a notification that someone saved the pin, it's always the same one. And it's, I'll put it on the screen somewhere, but it's like the watermelon coasters. I don't know. Sadly, no sales for said watermelon coasters, but people are pinning it and people are following me. I don't know. Anyways, and lastly, YouTube. Last month I had 178. I now have 187. So 9 new subscribers. So yeah, those are my social media update numbers for this month. So yeah, honestly, I wish I had more businessy things to do, but I just don't. I do at some point need to declutter, but I don't feel like it. So I have to figure out if I want to start with this yarn or this yarn. I'm thinking 2 rows, alternate every 2 should be okay. And then I was also, this green kind of looks nice, so I figured doing like the collar and the cuffs and like the bottom edging in this. But I also have to decide like how I want how I want the fit to be, if I want it to be like oversized boxy or like somewhat oversized but also cinched in at the bottom. How do I want the cuffs? Do I want them cinched cuffs, or do I want like not cinched? You know what I'm saying? I have no idea. So I'm just gonna go with it, which I struggle with. It took me forever to just decide on these colors. I was hoping to do more of like a scrappy situation and play with different like textures of yarn, but my problem is I don't know how to judge if I have enough of the yarn to make something that's like scrappy but still cohesive. And I was really overwhelming myself, so I settled on this instead. Because it's hard when like I see things other people have made, like other people make like scrappy things, you know, but they still somehow end up being cohesive, and I just don't know how to do that. My brain just doesn't work that way. I need more like order, I guess, kind of. It's kind of like how like I'll see so many people online talking about how they have all these whips, you know. Oh, I have this that's unfinished, I have this that's unfinished, and I'm just like, how can you not finish it? Like, my brain does not work that way. If I start it, I have to finish it before I'm allowed to move on to the next thing. Like, that is how, I don't have works in progress. I have a thing, and then I will work on it and finish it. The only times I've ever had, like, a work in progress was when I was making, I made my daughter a blanket, a knitted blanket once. It's already torn apart, done, thrown away. But like that took me forever, and so I would set it aside and work on other things. And then I made my son a crochet blanket, and that was something that, like, yeah, there would be times when I set that aside and worked on something else. But other than that, like, if I'm gonna make a sweater, I'm gonna make the sweater. I'm not gonna stop making the sweater and then start a brand new project. I can't do that. I don't understand. Like, that is one of those things that I see so many posts about it, and I'm just like, I can't relate at all. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, I'm going to start with this one. I have no idea how long I'm going to make it. I'm going to do a found, instead of just chaining, I'm going to do foundation double crochets, because I feel like that will give me a more accurate, like, length. And then I'm just going to do like 2 panels and then the sleeve panels. I'm going to do like a slight decrease in the front for like the collar, because I don't like when they're straight across up at the top. So I do plan to do some decreases at the very top to do somewhat of a neckline, and then I'll do like a little bit of a collar. And I know some people will like decrease as they're doing the sleeves. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave them however wide it is. Simple rectangle. Which also, when you do it like that and then you do the cuffs, it gives you a real puffy sleeve, kind of like my cardigan that's somewhere. The cardigan I did. So like, I didn't cinch this in too much, but like, you get a pretty rounded sleeve when you leave it all one length and you don't do decreases like towards the end of it. I've realized I don't like decreasing like that for sleeves. I don't like the way they end up looking, really. So anyways, yeah, I'm doing 5mm hook. It's like my favorite size. I think it's just because I like this hook the best. So 5mm hook. This is what I'm working with. It's about 1,500 meters of yarn, or if you prefer yards, it's 1,640 yards. Not this, just this, just these 6. So I'm hoping that's enough. Again, I don't know, you're winging it. Yeah. I'm trying to get you on my mind less, but then again I couldn't mind less. Got me like, what's in your coffee? I hope you call me and we can talk about our hobbies. Yeah, like finding movies to get lost in, and quoting phrases from The Office. What's it like to wear that halo? So sweet it's painful. So would you put me on your payroll, girl? I know it's probably not too healthy. You got me over here obsessing. Whoa, friends call me stupid, call me crazy. Well, so long to sanity. It is Saturday. I have the back panel done, kind of. And what I mean by that is I have it completely knitted up, but I don't like how the colors go. I don't want, so like, because this yarn is like a gradient, that goes from like a pink to an orange. I want the pink to be up at the top and then it go down to the orange instead, just because I think the pink looks nicer closer to my face. So I will end up taking this apart and crocheting it up the other way. I could just flip it this way and seam it upside down, but I'd be too aware that it's upside down, so I'm not going to do that. I'll just redo it, because sometimes there's certain things that I just kind of can't let go. Maybe you can see with that light on, the color is better. Yeah, see, it's more pinky. But I just, there's certain things that I like can't let go of, and will bug me, and that's one of them. So I am working on the front panel that, you know, is orange, and it progressively is getting more pink, though it doesn't look as pink. There, if I get closer, you can see that it's pink and then kind of goes to an orange towards the bottom. Farther away, you can't really tell. But anyways, and this part ended up really, really orange, didn't it? Whatever. Anyways, I'm working on the front panel. I'm about to do my, I'm getting ready to do the neckline. So for the panels itself, I'm doing 65 across, and then I think it ends up being 45 rows. I'm about to start after this section, then I'll start the shoulder sections and the neckline. And I'm using an old pattern that I have from a different sweater as like a guide for how to do the neckline, because I'm not following a pattern for this. I'm just kind of winging it. So I kind of used that to get an idea of how to do the neckline. So we'll see how it goes. My daughter has a birthday party in a couple hours that we have to go to, so I'm not sure how far I'll get on this by then. I debated taking it with me, but I won't. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes I'm okay working on things in public, other times I'm not. I don't know. But yeah, it's coming along a little bit. once I get this part done, even though I'm going to end up redoing this, I'm going to go ahead and like pin it in place to get an idea of where I want the sleeves to be at, and then I'll jot down how I want to do that. I have like this little notepad thing, like I have like notes on everything, so I'm like trying to keep track. But yeah, I measured a sweater I already have to kind of like get an idea of how big I want it to be. I'm still not sure about, like, it'll be longer once I add ribbing to the bottom and stuff. But I still don't know how cinched in I want it to be. And I know it's not going to look, it's going to be boxy until like it's like washed and stuff. And that'll kind of like give it some less boxiness. But I don't know. I can't decide how I want the bottom to look. So I am kind of nervous about how it's going to turn out, because I don't want to end up hating it. That would suck. And I liked the colors at first until I realized how orange the bottom is. I don't know why I didn't consider that it would be that orange. I guess because when it's like this, I mean, it looks orange on the phone, but like in person you can see a lot more of the pink in it. I don't know, but I'm already this far, so I don't want to quit now, you know what I mean? But so far I've only used one skein for both panels, which means for the arms I'll only need one, which isn't too bad, I guess. But I've needed two. This is the second one of these, but this is like this is 300 meters and this is 200 meters, so this one was less, obviously. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep working on this. We'll see how it goes. I mean, if I get done with it and I actually end up really hating it, then obviously eventually I'll maybe take it apart and use the yarn in something else, or like just do it differently or something, I guess. That's if I end up really hating it once it's all done.
Forget the roses and the diamonds. Baby, like MasterCard, you're priceless. At the end, you got no limit. So girl, let's spend it. A couple weeks in Costa Rica where we both can kick it. I give you my sovereignty. We play Monopoly. You own the boardwalk, but you're living in my head rent free. I wonder when I'll get evicted, or if you're meant to leave your blender in my kitchen. I know it's probably not too healthy, like John Belly, and it's overwhelming. Whoa. So call me stupid, call me crazy, yeah. So long to sanity. A little wild, insane, a bit erratic, a bit dramatic. My brain is in a panic, I'm going manic, okay. A little psycho, a little wild, insane.
Okay. It's Tuesday. And I am only this far. I got it the sides seamed, but there's no collar and there's no sleeves. So, you know, this vlog is going to be a two-parter. So this is going to be part one, and I'll do part two next week, which will be finishing this, but let's just Yes. So I'm gonna add a collar and everything, and then the sleeves. The length isn't too bad. I wanted it longer. I'm just honestly, I'm not a huge fan of how the colors turned out because it's very orange, which tends to happen, and I feel like orange doesn't look that great on me, I guess. I don't know. It shows up different on the camera than it does in person. But also, I mean, it's not finished. It doesn't have the collar up here or sleeves. So, like, right now, it's just kind of funky. But yeah, it's going to be a bit oversized. I'm not sure if I'm going to do really ribbing on the bottom or if I'm just going to do, like, another row of the green stripe that I've been doing that you can't really tell. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna take this off. But yeah, I'm gonna end the vlog here because I have to get it edited so that I can actually get it up on time. Either that or it's gonna be a day late. You'll know when I post this. So yeah, I'm gonna end the vlog here. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see part 2 and how it actually turns out once it's all done, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next week. Bye!